Hey y'all. So I have been doing really well on being consistent with my content. So you guys have not seen the videos, but I have come up with a schedule. I have been learning about editing and different techniques for social media because I really plan to be consistent this year. And I know I say it and I never do it, but I promise behind the scenes I have been working very hard and very vigilant. I have ordered lighting, cameras, all the things to just be better this year. And every week I write about 40 to 50 ideas on videos, and I have a calendar in my computer, and I pick at random 4 to 5 of those videos per day. So today there was co-parenting I made a video for that, and the one that I really want to discuss now, and this will be my first video that I put out. This was probably made a few days before I actually posted, but I saw this video about this girl, and it really inspired me to talk about my personal situation and just really kind of help a lot of people who struggle with oversharing. So for me personally, I was somebody, if you go through my past videos, and sometimes I get secondhand embarrassment just because I hate the way I sound on video, but I keep them up because it's me. And even before my teeth were done or anything like that, it's just real, it's just authentic, I'm me, but there was a lot of videos where I overshared, regarding many things. And it was really hard for me to stop doing that because I, one, wanted to feel related to. I wanted to help others relate to me as well. I wanted to feel related to. I wanted to feel validated in a sense that I'm not alone, and I wanted others to not feel alone. And, it came from a really positive place, but it wasn't until I had an experience a few years ago. Some of you who are seeing this may know I lost my page for 3 years, and during that time, I really had a lot of growing and soul searching that I was forced to do, but I'm so grateful for. And one of the main thing that made me stop, it's gonna sound really weird, but I used to be an exotic dancer, and one thing that you definitely should not do if you're an exotic dancer that I'm too trusting sometimes, believe that or not. I expect everybody to always be happy for me because I'm always happy for everybody else. And, that's just not the reality of it, which will bring me to my point. But I saw this video of this girl, okay, where she was in healthcare, and I saw it last week, where she was in healthcare and she was in nursing school, and somebody said something to the nursing school about her content, and she got reprimanded for that. And she was like, please don't post where you go to school, anything like that. And so that brings me to the point of why I stopped oversharing. So I used to be a dancer, and one thing that you shouldn't do if you're a dancer is tell other dancers how much you make. Now, a girl that I was fairly close to one night asked me how much I made, and me being my bubbly, happy self, I told her, and it was a very good night for me, and it wasn't necessarily a very good night for her or other dancers, and that happens a lot where sometimes it's my night, sometimes it's not, and vice versa. And so she asked me how much I made, and I was honest with her. And this particular club had mirrors all around it, so if I'm not looking directly at you, I can still see your facial expressions and talk to you through the mirror. So when she asked me how much I made and I told her, I looked in the mirror and she rolled her eyes, pure hate in her face, and then proceeds to tell me how happy she is for me. If I've ever seen the evil eye in person, it was then. And I vowed from that moment that I would stop oversharing good things. Because somebody who essentially was pretty close to me wasn't happy for me, but was telling me they were. And it really was in that moment that I realized that there are a lot of people who don't want you to succeed simply because it's not them. And you may know them, or you might not even know them. These were strangers on the internet to this girl that tried to ruin her nursing school. And I also went back to college 2.5 years ago now, and I didn't tell a single soul until a month before I was about to graduate. Nobody. Not a singular soul. And I had been a 5-time college dropout, and the only time that I actually graduated was when I didn't tell anybody. That will tell you alone how much the power of people's tongues and what they speak over you and the way they think over you really will have an effect in the things that you do, because you could be doing everything right, but because of the surrounding energies, you will not succeed in the things you want to do. And that's why it's really important, especially if you plan to do content creation, or you want to be a nurse or a doctor or whatever, that you have discernment on the things that you share on the internet. Even if you don't have, though, even if you fucking work at, excuse my language, I'm working on my cussing. Even if you work at Wawa, don't tell people you work at Wawa, because you know what they're going to do? They're going to go call Wawa. You see what I'm saying? Like, you just cannot brag about the nice things that you have. And I know us as people, we want to, and we want to be able to share those things. But the reality is that you can't. And if you're going to, just be very mindful. Like, it's okay to post like little Easter eggs here and there. But just be very important about that discernment. I have been a college graduate now for 3 months, and I've never posted my credentials on the internet. You don't know what letters come after my name. You don't know if they're MD, BSN, RN. You have no idea what they are, nor will you ever. I will never share my credentials, but what you do know is I know how to save lives. What you do know is I am a healthcare college graduate. That's what you know. And that's all you need to know. I think a lot of times we are so proud of ourselves that we cannot learn discernment, but it is very important. So just be mindful of the things that you share, because like I said, I was very close to somebody watching them wish ill for me. And it was from that moment that I realized that this world is an evil, evil place. But yeah, I'm really excited for this new year. I'm excited for the content that I've made, the content I continue to make. I'm going to post them as I see fit. But when I tell y'all, I have a lot of drafts, a lot of advice videos, a lot of the things that I used to do. I'm so excited. So if you want to see more, make sure to follow me if you don't. And I love y'all so much.